Hi, with Mocienne. Welcome to my channel. Um, Today is my Memorial Day for my sister Delivrance, and I'm going to record this for her baby girl. So when she's older, she knows that I have been here. Just bought this for my sister, and I had to think about it for a very long time if I wanted to do this, yes or no, because this is very private. But you know what? My whole channel is already private, so I decided to do this. So this is Santa Barbara. You know that the name Santa Barbara is mean a lot to me because I'm from Santa Barbara, California, and my sister, she's from Haiti, Capaïche. She was born there, raised there from 0 till 4, my baby girl. And I haven't been here for 2 years. So I think I will know how to find her grave. I bought this plant and I'm going to see her grave. I really wanted to go see her grave with COVID-19, but because I work in healthcare, I couldn't take any risk of making my clients ill. So I really had a desire to go to her grave for a very long time. So I'm very happy that I can do that today. So I haven't been here for a while, but I think my heart and soul knows where to find it. So today it's Sunday, and I'm just emotional, just very emotional. This is in a very beautiful place where she's lay down, very happy. I'm very happy she's buried, so I can visit her grave. I'm a bit emotional. So I'm just going to walk around here. It's really hard for me. I cannot deal with the loss of my sister. I can never deal with it. Never. It's just something that I cannot deal with. In the grave of my sister is also my niece, because my sister, she lost a baby girl. I'm very emotional. Yes, I'm already there. I already see my sister's grave. Just crying. It's look beautiful. Sorry. It's really look beautiful. Yes, really look beautiful. Wow. It's really look beautiful. I'm just taking a couple minutes for myself, just to beautiful. I will put my camera down. I always cry when I'm here. This is my beautiful niece, Emanuela. She died as a baby, my sister's baby. And this is my sister's grave. We are lying here together. They are lying here together. And it's look beautiful. It look really, really beautiful. So yeah. This is personal. My sister, she had a baby girl, and she tried to call me, but I was disconnected by my telephone company, so I couldn't be there for her. Every time when I hear that telephone company, I really hate them because I couldn't be there for my sister when she really, really needed me. It's really look beautiful. Thing that they have done with it, so it's really, really beautiful. And I'm gonna put my pot. I'm gonna put it right here. Yeah. I'm gonna put it here. And this is the beautiful statue of my sister. And so it's very beautiful. I'm gonna take out the old roses so that the new roses can come back. A couple of years ago, I bought this, and they are still here. So lavender, it's purple, favorite color of my sister. I'm very happy to have this place. Because she's my sister. My sister was raped when she was 4 years old. And to me, she was stronger than I am. She was more fun than I am. I was so boring as a child. My sister's name is Delivrance. And she was kidnapped with me from Haiti. And she suffered so much in this country. When my sister died in 2014, I really felt like, please God, let me die with her. I couldn't even imagine life without her. The day that she died, I was feeling the same things that she did. I was having the same symptoms. I went to the doctor. When she was dying, I was feeling she was dying. I felt she was dying. I could feel it. So I went to the doctor with the same complaints. I still feel like I'm dying. Doctor said, no, you're not dying. You are just fine. And then I found out later that my sister died, and I have really feel her dying. And I really felt that my connection with her was broke, different. And people say because she and we went through a big trauma, this is why we could feel each other. She could feel me, I could feel her. I haven't seen my sister for years. I did spoke to her, but I didn't see her for years because I political separate my adopted parents, and I'm proud with that every day. And she didn't, because she wasn't so political driven as I was. My sister, Delivrance, was more. She lived more through her feelings. You know, she really didn't care about paperwork or all this kind of stuff. She didn't really care. And I did care, you know. I was always thinking of a long term of things, and that things needed to be absolutely perfect. And she had a really different way of living her life. She was more flow back, more easier, more fun, while I'm more ordered. I'm very ordered, and my sister Delivrance wasn't that ordered. Yeah, she was ordered, but she wanted to enjoy life better, and she was also very gifted. She was very, 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 very gifted. If I had pain, my sister could put her hands on me and the pain will be gone. If you ask me what's the worst thing, for me, it's the worst thing that I couldn't protect my sister from being raped at 4 years old. That's the worst thing in my life. I couldn't protect her. I was too small to protect her. I tried for 6 years. I was 5 years older than my sister. And she's the child of Kelly in Haiti. When I came from America as the daughter of Michael Jackson, I came to live with her family. And she became my sister, Delivrance, in Haiti. She was my baby. She was the first child I had to take responsibility for. You know, she was 2 years old when she came into my life. I had to change her diaper and she had to listen to me and do what I say. And of course she didn't listen to me and do what I say because she had her own way. She was a very strong baby. And her mother, Kelly, she said to me, if Delivrance doesn't listen, you have to spank her, you know. So Delivrance, my sister, she educated me to be a mom, a young mom. You know, here is the baby. I was 7 years old and she was 2. And it was really like, here's the baby. Here's the baby. Mocienne, you have to babysit the baby. The baby have to listen to you, and the baby was Delivrance. And I was crazy in love with her. So, and she was kidnapped with me. They made her sick. They give her tuberculosis to make the story ready that she could be adopted. They lie and they deceive. From a very healthy baby, they gave her injections to make her sick. And I'm saying Michael Jackson is my father is not important. They have never been important. What important in my life have always been my sister.
child protection was so brutal to us. I couldn't even tell my story of what happened to us. In my book, Thriller Betrayal, it's also my memorial to my dear love sister, Delivrance, because I write about her coming into her family, Kelly, Marie-Monique, Antonio, Françoise, Angelina, Antoine, and Anthony, Kelly, and her father was Pierre Petit. And Pierre Petit and Delivrance, they look exactly the same. Only Delivrance was the girl version of her father. And he was beautiful black man, bad temper, wasn't a nice father, but he was crazy about Delivrance because Delivrance was a copy of him. So that was very special. They bonded so incredible. Delivrance couldn't live without her father. They were exactly the same. And she was the only child who didn't receive breastfeeding of her mom because her mom, Kelly, couldn't stand Pierre Petit. She was married to and had all these beautiful 8 children with, because she said Delivrance was so hungry, she really ate her breast. So Delivrance was the only baby who she didn't breastfeed. And so, but she was amazing, strong, healthy baby, funny baby. I was obsessed with her, and she was mine baby. Under Delivrance, there was also another sister, Marie-Monique, and she was 9 months younger, or 1 year younger, 1 year or 9 months younger than Delivrance. And Marie-Monique, Delivrance's sister, she was very sick. She had something. She was very skinny. Doctors had a hard time feeding her, so she was really a baby that looked like she's starving, but she really had some kind of illness. And people did not know if she was going to survive it, yes or no. So Delivrance's mother, my aunt Kelly, she was always very busy with Marie-Monique, Delivrance's sister, my beautiful sister, small baby. And so this is why I had responsibility to take care of Delivrance. So together with her brothers and sisters, we had to do shift in taking care of Delivrance because my aunt Kelly was too busy with Marie-Monique. And Marie-Monique was a very cute baby. She cried a lot, suffered a lot. And my father, Michael Jackson, was amazing with her. So it was amazing. The father of Delivrance, Pierre Petit, he didn't really care about Marie-Monique. He thought it was too difficult and sick child and all things. And this is why my aunt Kelly really hated her husband. Like, we have one sick child and you don't care about it. And yeah, he was really a really bad Haitian man. He wasn't a good man. But God, his children were so amazing. His sons were gorgeous. His daughters were gorgeous. And he was very abusive, bad guy. But his sisters helped the family. He had amazing family. So everyone from the Petit family was really nice, really helping. Only he was a bad guy. And no one understood why Kelly didn't divorce him. Before we were kidnapped, she was pregnant again, and she wasn't happy about her pregnancy again. And she gained a little boy, Anthony. A very cute, healthy baby, nothing wrong. Um, so I was there when that baby was born. So that was really very special. But Delivrance, she was really healthy, happy, funny, really crazy, always extremely naughty baby. So that was really nice for me as a 7 years old. Um, Having control about baby was great. And she really gave me a hard time. You know, when they are 2 years old, they want to bit on a lot of things, trying things out. So I had to read all the time. I had to make sure she doesn't put stones in her mouth, put my finger in her mouth, and then she bit me hard. And then she laughed very hard, you know. And I was like, oh my God, that crazy baby. And really nice. And then crying when she was upset. And I was, how am I going to keep the baby, Delivrance baby? How am I going to keep her quiet? I was 7 years old, so playing with her, reading books with her, and then I knew I was learning how to count the clock. So I was really waiting when my 2 hours will be finished, when her older sister Angelina will come and take Delivrance with me, from me. So Delivrance will get a bottle and then go to sleep, whatever. So I was always counting, looking at the watch when her older sister will come. But I was so proud. So after when I finished my shift, taking care of my sister, Delivrance, I felt so proud, like, oh, I did it again. She is safe. And so that was very important for me, doing this kind of stuff with her. So protecting her was always my life, my thing. And then when we were kidnapped together, I couldn't protect her. She was raped in an adoption in a family when she was 4 years old. And I did beat the crap out of a lot of the people who did it. I did beat them up. And after, when I left, she didn't want to go with me. And I needed to go. I needed to go. And one of the reasons that I'm suing the Dutch government of the trauma that they gave to me. When I separate legally from my adopted parents because they were criminals, really bad people, I lost my legal right to keep Delivrance as my sister because we were adopted as sisters. And then when my adoption ended, everything's supposed to go back to the same, but it wasn't, because legally Delivrance was no longer my sister, while she was my only family member that I had from Haiti. And it's emotional damage that they have done to me. So there is something in the law that did not arrange it well, so that I can keep my legal rights as being her sister. The truth is that she's my niece. She's always been my niece, because I met Delivrance in 1982, and she was born in 1980. So she was 2 years old when I met her, and she was my third niece, and she's in a family from the Katharine Jackson, from Katharine Jackson's side of the family. If you look at the niece and the family, you can really see the DNA part that we are family. You know, Jackson's family have really, the Katharine family really have something beautiful, and you can recognize the lips and some chin, you know, that we have, the way that our eyes are, really, and family DNA thing. And so She was Haitian, so her mother wasn't also really black. She was a little bit Indian black. Um, but you could see that we were related to each other, but you could also see that she couldn't be my home sister. So when I was kidnapped, I said, listen, Delivrance, she's my niece. And we did a DNA test, and the DNA test confirmed that she was my niece. Just like it later, I proved that my age wasn't correct. But father, the child protection, didn't care about us and our suffering. But to me, in my heart, in my soul, this is my sister. I grew up with her. She is by DNA my family, my only family. And my father, Michael Jackson, came back into my life. He was also very curious and heartbroken to find out that Delivrance was with me when he was kidnapped. My father, Michael Jackson, he loved the Delivrance. And Delivrance and him, they could play with each other for hours. And I would tell you one thing, as a child, was the first time in my life as a child that I get jealous, okay? I would tell you. So I was 7 years old, Delivrance was 2 years old, and my father could play for hours with Delivrance. And Delivrance would be like, ah! you could really hear her screaming, laughing in the distance. You know, my father was walking around with her. He loved the child. So when my father, Michael Jackson, came back into my life in 2001, he was so happy to find out that Delivrance was with me, because I don't know the story, what they told him when Delivrance and I were kidnapped. I do understand that someone has said, yeah, not only Mocienne have been kidnapped, but also Delivrance, you know. And but I know that my father was very happy to find out that Delivrance was with me, and I was with Delivrance. Even we had no longer contact. But I know if my father would have been alive today, and Delivrance and I will be alive today, would be alive today, then we would be very happy together. We would be very happy together. When my sister died, was murdered, because I believe my sister was murdered. The police also believe that my sister was murdered, but they cannot prove it. I don't have any further information about that case right now. But my sister, she was very special to me. So I'm happy that this grave is here, because I can be with her. Even I know she's known her, it's only her bones. I feel it gives me comfort to know that I could come to her grave. And she's my life, she's my world. She's always been my world. And when I came into the world media, she was pregnant with her second daughter, who is now surrounding with the people who raped us and kidnapped us as a child. The child protection called it new situation. This is also why I went to court with the Dutch government, and the judge have to make a decision about that, because they have really given us a trauma. I need to stand up for a while because my leg is hurting. what I love the most about my sister is that she was brave. My sister was in a relationship with the father of her children. He was very abusive. He's a famous football player, Rika Mustafa. I was in court surrounding my niece because I filed lawsuits where I expressed to the judge that I want the child of my sister to be better protected. And I told the judge about that my sister was raped when she was 4. And I think because my sister and I were raped when we were children, we started a relationship with bad guys because we just didn't realize we were not good educated enough to find good guys. I think the guys that we went with, they betrayed our trust and we were being abused. So my sister was in an abusive relationship with Rika Mustafa. He's a very famous football player, and she was very in love with him, but he isn't a nice guy. He's father of many children with many women. He's from Africa. I believe he's from Ghana. My sister really loved dark black guys. Me too, but I had a relationship with Caucasian guys. So it has nothing to do with color, that we were not lucky enough to get involved in abusive relationship. But I believe my sister and I, we come into abusive relationship because we were raped as children, and the child protection, and nobody was there for us to deal with the trauma that have happened to us. I think if we had more support and the child protection have give us more education, then we would not have come into an abusive relationship. So my sister was amazing, just like I'm amazing. She fight her way out of the abusive relationship, and she had another beautiful baby with this guy. Then after that, kicked him out. So she had Emanuela and another baby. I'm not gonna say her name, but beautiful name. And I could say the name. Je t'aime, je t'aime. You know, when my sister and I, we were young, I wanted to have a boy, and she wanted to have a girl. And she said, if I ever gonna have a girl, I'm gonna call my baby girl Je t'aime. I said, well, you're not gonna do it. Je t'aime means I love you, I love. And then she says, yes, I'm gonna do it. And then I said, if I'm ever gonna have a boy, I'm gonna call him Joshua. So with Emanuela, she called her baby beautiful Emanuela. And then she had a second daughter, she called her baby Je t'aime. So when I heard that she called her daughter Je t'aime, I wasn't surprised at all. I was thinking, oh, that's it. Because Emanuela was also her favorite name, so we talk about it. So God have quite blessed us that we had the children that we wanted. And so this is Emanuela is lying with her mom. So she died the day she was born. She died. She's a beautiful angel. She's with her mom. But my sister, she was so brave. She really fight her way off, you know. She worked also in the healthcare and in the real estate. So she did an amazing job. I'm so proud of her, but I had dreams too. I always hoped and I always wish that we could come together when we were older. So uh, my mother was 33 when I was born. I was 33 when I lost my father, Michael Jackson. And my sister Delivrance was 33 when she died. So 33 is a very symbolic number in my life. And I have said that, let's say if I live another 45 years, I want to use another 33 years of my life to do good things, in memorial to my sister, in memorial to my father, Michael Jackson. And my sister was amazing. And for her, I'm also doing this court against the Dutch government because I want them to know the injustice they have done to us. My sister was my life, will always be my life, together with my son Joshua and je t'aime. I don't know how she's doing because I'm in a state right now, just want to do the lawsuit and do my fight with the child protection and then see what's happening. Je t'aime is amazing strong because she has her mother's genes and her father, her grandfather character. She comes from a very strong race. Haitian are very powerful people. And I just leave the rest up to God. But Delivrance is my life. And when she died, I heard she was probably murdered, my world just collapsed. First in 2009, my father, and then in 2014, my sister. And I'm grieving. I'm still grieving. It still feels like yesterday to me. It doesn't, I don't heal. I don't heal. Time helped me find closure, but I don't heal. Closure means that I can go through a day. Closure means I can go through a day. I can go through a day. That's what closure means. But when I hear people thinking that I'm obsessed, Michael Jackson is, because Michael Jackson is my father, I'm thinking this is not important in my life. What's important in my life is my sister. And what his fame have done to us. We've been kidnapped. We've been raped. We've been political abused. And Michael Jackson is not important, you know. My sister, Delivrance, remind me of my identity, of where I come from. Where I come from is I come from Santa Barbara. I was deported to Haiti by the Jacksons and the Ross family to come to live with Delivrance for 2 years. I became a big sister in Haiti. She was my sister. And then we were together, we were kidnapped. We were raped, we were abused in the adopted family. Our identities have been stolen from us. That's the story. And then I found out that Michael Jackson is my father. The father that I believe he was just a police guy and not one of the biggest artists in the world. That's my reality. And my sister always keep me focused of where I come from to make sure I don't forget. I don't forget she's my niece. I don't forget I met her when she was 2 years old. I was 7 years old, she was 2, and I became her sister. She became my sister, and I protect her with everything I had. And I couldn't still protect her, but I tried. So that Mike Jackson is my father. It's not important, people. It's just a small piece of my life. That's it. He's my dad. That's it. My life is here. This is my life. She made me a big sister. Her family, my family. Crime have been done to us. You know, when my father was murdered and Delivrance was murdered, I'm thinking, when are they gonna murder me? But you know, if they murder me, my story is on YouTube, on my channel. I want to say goodbye to my watchers, to my video watchers. I'm gonna stay a while with my sister, and in my book, Thriller, Betrayal, Memorial to My Father and My Sister, you can read my life story with my sister Delivrance, because I also wrote this book for her. The book was ready, and I was ready to do everything to find her, make contact with her, and then she died. In 2013, I finished the book, and in 2014, I was ready, and then 2014, she died. It was Mocienne Petit Jackson. Thank you for watching my channel. Bye-bye.